Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Remy. Thanks for tuning in on my channel. I discuss on faith, lifestyle, and development. So if you're interested in any of those things, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So for this video, I'm going to be talking about how I got my first job after law school, right? And what it felt like to be trusting God for a job, and so yeah, we're just gonna be chatting. So this is gonna be like a story time kind of day. So yeah, I have some points down so I can sort of keep track of and mention some things I wanted to mention. But so yeah, if you don't know, if you're new to this channel, if you've never seen my face before, I am a lawyer. I went to law school for 3 years, passed the bar, and yeah, I love what I do and it's amazing. Life is great. Okay, so I'm gonna be talking about how I got my first job after law school. I did a video recently where I responded to a girl's question. She emailed me, a subscriber. She emailed me and she was asking a question of how I was able to get a job and some of the challenges that I faced and things like that. So I addressed that question in that video, but I didn't quite talk about how I got my job after law school. So I'm going to be focusing on that for this video. If you're interested, definitely keep watching. So law school for 3 years, and when I was in law school I interned. So every single year of law school I was interning, which was great because it gave me experience, and I was able to put that on my resume. So I was gaining skills, gaining experiences, and it was amazing. So when time came for me to graduate, I started temping. So I couldn't find a full-time job at the time, so I started temping. And I just don't want to go into too much details for the internships because I think I talked about that in the other video. I can put the link here so you can go watch it. But essentially I was interning and I was gaining skills and experiences. It was amazing. So I interned for a judge 1L year, and then 2L spring I interned for an organization as a part of extra credit, and then 2L summer I interned at a law firm, and it was amazing. And my 3L, my final year, I was a student attorney. So I was a certified student attorney, and I litigated cases, and I went in front of a judge, I appeared in front of a judge and advocated. So it was amazing. It was for like a year. It was good experience. It was a good experience to have. So that's kind of what I was doing in law school. Now, when I graduated, I was temping because I was trying to pass the bar, and I was just, in the moment. So when I was studying for the bar, I wasn't working. But when I was done with the bar and I was waiting for results, I was temping. So that's how that worked. So when I was temping, it was great. I temped for like 3 months, I think, and then results came out for the bar. And then I failed the bar the first time. Again, if you have not seen that video where I talked about how I eventually passed the bar, go see that. But so here's how it worked. I graduated law school. During the summer, I was studying for the bar. July, I took the bar. August, September, October, I was waiting for results. So August, September, October, I temped. Thank God I found a job. I applied through an agency and I got a job for a temp work. So October came, I got my results, I failed. So I realized, I can't be working right now because I have to study. So I was studying. And then come February, I took the bar again for the second time, which I passed. Thank God. I took it like 2 days or so before my birthday in February. And thank God I passed. And then after that, I temped again because I was waiting for bar results. So all this time I've been applying to the company that I'm currently at right now. I never heard anything. And then God, so good. I got results for the bar in April. I passed, and then swearing in was in June 13, 2017, I believe. And that was great. So my mom came. My mom is in the UK. She lives in the UK. So my mom came over for the swearing in. My grandma was here as well. She was at the swearing in. So we had a swearing in. And all of this time I was still trying to find a job, by the way. I didn't have a job yet, so I was just looking, applying, praying. I applied to so many places. I get rejected, to some I wouldn't even hear back. But I kept the faith, right? And I kept going until June 2017. I will never forget. Hallelujah Challenge. Nathaniel Bassi. So if you follow Nathaniel Bassi on Instagram, you've probably heard of the Hallelujah Challenge. And I think that June 2017 was the first time that Hallelujah Challenge was going on. So I remember the first day, I don't even think I joined the first day because I was busy, I think, or whatever. I had applied to a job and I was going to appointments, blah, blah, blah. I wasn't even sure. But like the third day, I think, I was really interested in joining the Hallelujah Challenge because I was just praying that God, open heavens. God, open a door of opportunity for me. God, help me. I need a job. You know what I'm trying to do, Lord. I tried to get an apartment, trying to get a car. Because at that time, I was living in like a room for like students. Like I was a student at that time. So I was just living in a room and I was just, doing my thing. So I was sharing everything else, but I had my own room. And I was like, God, at this stage of my life, I need to get an apartment. I need to get a car. I need to have a job. I need to start doing things with my life, okay? Because I've passed the bar at this point. Well, actually, before I passed the bar, and even after I passed the bar, I was still praying that prayer. So, Hallelujah Challenge, June 2017. I remember I connected with God so much. I was like on the challenge every evening, praying, God, I will get that job. I will get a job. And then, God's so good. Randomly, I got an email from a company, right? Company I'm working right now. I got an email saying, hi Remy, we have 2 positions that we think you're going to be good for. If you're interested, please apply and then we'll see the one that best fits you. So I was like, what? So I responded and I said, that's amazing. So I applied for both, right? And then I got called back, or I got called for an interview for one of them. I was like, that's fine. I really like it. I love the company anyways. It's amazing. So I was really excited, but I was like, God, I don't want to go through an interview and not get this job because I'd been through that path. I've gone for interviews and it didn't work out. So this time around, I'm like, God, I need this job and I like this company a lot. Please, God, let it happen. So I got, I went through the interview process, I think it was like 3 steps, phone, in person with a couple people, and then another phone. And anyway, long story short, I got the job, right? I got the job. I'll never forget that day. They had called me for an interview, but then I had a swearing in. So I said, I can't come on a particular day because I have swearing in, but I can come the next day. So on that swearing in, so it was my whole family. And then after the swearing in, my grandma made sure that she cooked for us and things like that. And she was calling everybody. She was mad dressed. She was very well dressed with ghillie and everything. And then when I went to her, I went to her house, for like people to come and gather, and she was cooking and all that. And then in the evening, I was like, Grandma, I gotta go home. I need to go prep for this interview. I cannot continue this party. I know it's my swearing in, but I cannot continue this party because she was like fully decked out the whole day. And, she had people coming in and all that. So I said I had to go home and get ready for my interview. So I was just prepping a lot, studying for this interview. I prepped so hard for this interview, and I'm really thankful that it worked out. I'm thankful that I got the job. So yeah, that's how I got my job after law school. It was just God. So I passed the bar April. I got my results April 19, 2017. I got an offer. I got called, or I got an email for that job June 7th. I got my offer June 20th. Look at God. He just kind of worked out perfectly. So, and ever since then, my interview there was amazing. I loved the people. I loved the company. My managers were amazing. I really love what I do. Like the first day, I was just like, this is my job. This is for me. So yeah, I really like it. Moral of the story. And so if you love what you do, you will never have to work a day in your life. And that's my story right now. So no connection. I didn't know anybody in that company. This was not a networking thing that got me some link to somebody. No, this was all God. Lots of preparations, lots of studying for the interview, and just God. Lots of prayers. That hallelujah challenge, I would type on the screen for the hallelujah challenge, and the job is mine. As I'm going for the interview tomorrow, God go before me. I was like always connecting with God and always praying, and I just thank God that He gave me the job, my dream job. At the time I loved it. I still do love it, so I'm just thankful. So moral of the story: trust God, trust your path. Hold on, have faith. Don't be discouraged. So if you've applied for many jobs and nothing to show for it, don't be discouraged. One day your time will come. One day your turn will come. So just keep the faith. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to share a story time of how I got my first job after law school. So if you liked this, if you enjoyed this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.